Hello, everyone. It's been a week. Kinda long week, I think. I haven't really done breaks in a while, or like I've had them kinda on and off, so we're back hopefully for a while now. So hopefully there's not gonna be any long breaks between until like I need to move my setup again. But so today we're just gonna be chatting and chilling and everything. Oh, hi Rosa, welcome in, and thank you. Hopefully, I will be back with a lot of energy and stuff. I have a lot of stream schedules at least. Oh, thank you for the resub or like a sub. Oh, 2 months, nice. Also, I like the emote spam it brings. Yay! But yeah, I think before we go to like my trip review, I was in South Italy. But I think before that, I want to chat about some other things I did last week, because I did some other things. For example, I have been addicted to playing Blueprints for a while. If you know that game, it's a pretty good game, I think. So I've been playing with someone else, so I think my frustrations would have been more if I, played it alone. It would probably be worse, because I'm not really a roguelike player. So someone else can do the roguelike elements and I can do the puzzle. I can do the puzzling. So that's been fun. And I've been like, I've rolled credits probably like 20 hours ago. Like I've been playing it 20 hours or something like after crawling credits. So there's a lot of stuff there which I've been liking. And then I have started watching a new series. I started watching Hannibal. If you know that one, it's the one with Matt Mikkelsen. And I don't know. I saw like a kind of like a music video on that series, and I am not sure is it yaoi or not. Like I've seen like someone made like a music video, and it was kind of romantic. I don't know. So I'm kind of like, is it yaoi? I don't know. I will find out. Oh, Spotta, gay? Yeah, talking about gay. Happy Pride Month, everyone. It's a very colorful and good June, I think. Hopefully it's gonna be good weather. Everyone can celebrate in good weather and everything, so hopefully that's gonna be all good. Yeah? So yeah, gay. I'm not sure if it's like gay or if it's just like hinted gay. I need to see, because I'm only on like episode 4 or 5 in season 1 specifically. Also, I need to say Matt Mikkelsen. Like, goddamn, that man looks kind of hot. I know, I'm just saying. It's like one of those, like, I don't really like, I'm usually like one of those people who don't really like real life actors in general. But then, like, I like anime men and stuff. But then, I don't really usually like actors, like men actors or like actors in general. So I'm like, hell yeah, Matt Mikkelsen, one of my favorites. And talking about gay as well, I have plans of watching Sasaki to Miyano at some point. It's been on my plan to watch list for a while, so I might start that soon. And then also for the gay month, I might start Nana. It's also like kind of queer in a way. I need to like check it out. Apparently, a really good music series. And then of course I had the family vacation, so that's kind of all of like the smaller updates what I've done, what there's been, what I've seen, what I will probably be watching soon. For games, I'm not waiting for anything currently. But there's gonna be the Summer Game Fest. We're gonna be streaming that. At least I hope. I will be not tired and eepy, because it's kind of late for me. So we will see how that goes. Yay, yeah. So there might be some games there that I will be looking forward to. I'm not sure. I've heard about the rumors about some Persona 4 remake, but I'm not sure. Have to see. That might be pretty hype. But that's kind of all I think for like outside of the trip, because we're gonna do like an actual presentation on the trip, and we'll see how long we're gonna go for. It might be. I'm aiming probably for like a couple hours, maybe not 3 hours this time, so we can save the next 3 hours and stuff for tomorrow. So we can do like a long gaming session tomorrow, and then we do like Final Fantasy 7, and then after that it's Fatal Frame 2, and I hope the Fatal Frame 2 can like work properly, because I had some issues with the first session when I played. I'm not sure what was going on, but I think it was kind of overloading my computer, so I don't think after that we're doing any PS2 titles until I get back to my main PC. Because then I know my main PC can handle like PS2 games, I imagine. So let's hope for the best for the Fatal Frame stream, because I would really wanna complete it on stream, because it's been a fun game so far. But yeah. Let's let me see. Let's go to the Italy presentation next. Ooh. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah, is here. So I made a whole presentation, and it's on. We're gonna go through some pictures. I took some pictures, and I wanna also talk about some stuff like some stuff I learned. I'm not gonna like teach you about like history and everything that like that. So if you want to learn more about the destinations I'm showing like right now, you can go check them out yourself. Learn them about yourself a little bit and that kind of stuff, because I am not an expert at all. Oops, my model stopped working, but oh well, we can continue. You should start working again. I don't know what has been happening to that. But yeah, so it was like a family vacation. So we went with like a lot of people, and we took like a rental car around the Italy parts where we went, and it was pretty fun. But yeah, let's first get some ground for where we were. It was in the province of Bari, so you can see it on the in the red on there. And then like from the Bari, there's we were in Alberobello and Polignano a Mare, and then we were in Matera, which is like somewhere here where I'm pointing. So we have like, so we now know where in Italy, because there's a lot of South Italy actually here that can potentially be where I've been. But that's the groundworks there. And we're gonna go first to the Alberobello. I love saying like Italian words. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing them right, because I am not Italian, and I will not pretend to know any Italian. I just know like from movies and everything, they have the accents and the hand gestures, which talking about that, it's the stereotype is kind of true. They're really hand waving, like when they're even on the phone, they're like moving their hands around. It's just kind of funny looking. But yeah, these are like some pictures I took from the Alberobello. It's like a UNESCO site with these huts. They're like called Trullo, I think. Yeah. So they're Trullo buildings, and they're like these weird huts that they used to build for cute. Yeah, they are very cute. There was so many like different small shops and everything, and it was like everyone had like there was so many plants and stuff. Like everyone had like you can see here. So this is like a shop here, but they had like all the stuff like outside, some plants and all that cool stuff. So they're like very cute huts, I'd say. But they're like it's a very pretty town. It's a pretty touristy though, but you go to a touristy location, you kind of expect there to be tourists. It's not like a bad thing, but it's just like you kind of have to expect to meet other tourists if you're going somewhere with the sites like these. But yeah, you can even buy one. That surprised me. Like I walked around there. There was some what were they called? Like where they show off like the houses on sale and stuff. They had like these huts. You could like buy them. Like I don't know why, but you can just buy one. and you can like restore them as well. But I think for the restoring, you have to follow pretty strict guidelines because it's a UNESCO site. So they have like very like a UNESCO heritage site. So they have very strict guidelines for building them. I'll take one. I think just rebuilding or like restoring the roof and stuff is like 150,000 euros. I think so. If you have the money, then yeah, it could be fun. It could be fun. And I think okay, never mind. Yeah. But yeah, apparently they built these in a way for because they're more like shelters than really houses because they only have like 1 or 2 rooms together. So you can see like there's the rocks and stuff here. So one of the theories is that they built them like this to like be easily breakable because wait, they had to avoid taxes. At least that's the most popular theory. So you could just like pull like some of the stones out, and it would just crumble down, and then you would not have a house. So then, if someone in the past came to check if you have a house to be taxed, then you would not be paying taxes because then you don't have a house. technically, you would not have a house. And also, there was like so many like tourist traps there. Yeah, big brain move. Yeah, everyone avoids taxes. Like, if they can, they will usually. Like, if there's a legal loophole, then yeah, a lot of people will do that. There's some different ones. Like, I think I've heard like some places have some rulings where they don't need to pay higher tax for like a building if it's incomplete. So then some people leave it like unpainted. So then they can just be like, "Oh, my house is not ready yet, so you can't tax it." So people will find ways if they can, yeah. But yeah, they were more as like shelters and like storage houses and stuff, and now they're more like shops, and some of them are Airbnbs, I think. So you can like, if you if you really want to not buy one, but you wanna like go there and stuff, you can do that at the least. But yeah, they're very cute, and I really liked being here. It was also like if you think about it, like in Italy, in South Italy as well, it was pretty cold, like for South Italy during this time, because before this day, there was a lot of rain, so it was like I think 20 degrees Celsius or like 25 at least, like around there. It was not overly hot. So you would have to wear like a hoodie every now and then if the wind got too much. But yeah, we can do the new slide. So here, I really like this place, the Polignano a Mare. I don't really have too many like stuff to say about it. I just want to showcase this because it's a very photogenetic place. Like, there's all the water. Like, it's so blue. It was so blue. I love the blue water. It's like, yeah, it's so pretty. Yeah, there were so many people just taking Instagram photographs on the bridge and on the beach here. It was a bit too wavy, so you didn't. It was probably kind of dangerous to swim. I saw a couple dudes though like jump in, and I was just like, okay, let's hope one of them will not drown because the waves are like so like strong and just coming all over the place. It's like, oh no, please don't drown. I don't want to see someone drown, but I think they were all right. Just very risky to not do that. But I also saw some fishermen. I don't know. They were like trying the fish here in the pool here. But I'm not sure what fish can you catch from here. Like it was like so wavy that I think the fish would not be there. But there was like two older Italian men fishing. And speaking of old Italian men, I saw a few times like multiple like Italian men gathered around in like a tiny box. Like they just set up like their own box in the middle of the street or like on the side of the street with some random seats they found. And they would just play poker, and they would like have beers and everything. Is like, what? What are they doing? And then like in the evening, they would just have everything cleaned up, and you would just see like caps from the bottles of beer like on the ground. They're also like smoking cigarettes, like so many. So you had like the stumps on the ground, and everything is like, damn, old Italian men just gambling in the broad late daylight. But yeah, this is definitely like one of those places you would go to get like some Instagram photos for your profile. Because there's the sea, there's the especially the bridge here. Like you could take so pretty pictures like this one here. And it's like so many cliff sides here as well. I think the waves are so strong that there was like a spot where there was like a hole in the cliffside, and whenever the waves came in, they would just like whoosh, and it would make this weird sound as well, like whoo. I don't know how to describe it, but it was quite scary. And I was like, no, I will not like go too close. I don't wanna fall. They had like railings and stuff too, but nah, I will not risk it. Because the sea can be so scary. I can't believe it. But yeah, this one, this place is probably like my favorite. On what we had, it was like this really old town, and it's like so maze like. Like you can see like there's some streets going here, some streets here. It also has like so many different levels. There's like at least like I don't know, 13 levels or something like that. Maybe 10. And it's just like it's just like goes from the sides into the middle, so it's kind of like elevated on the sides of the town, and then in the middle it just goes like very down. So it's like very confusing to walk around. I got lost multiple times, and it's like an actual real life maze. There's so many dead ends. Like you would go into like some street, and then suddenly it wouldn't be like, oh, I have no idea where I am, and then you have to backtrack, or you end up in someone's backyard, which not optimal. And also it's funny because you don't go with like a big tour group. At least I don't like to do that. So we did it in a way where we went like in a small group around the town, like which kind of split up. And there was a couple times where we did not know where to go. I didn't have any destination. We would just go somewhere on some street, and then some other tourists would follow us because we probably looked like we were like going somewhere secret, or like, oh, this is some really really secret location for good photos or something. But no, we were just as lost as them. So we let some other tourists into like a dead end alley. They had to walk back because they were like, oh, they probably know where they're going. No, we did not know where we went, and then they had to also walk back. Oh man. It's also like if you go to Italy, especially South Italy, like these destinations, it helps if you like churches. I'm not that big on like churches and that kind of stuff. Especially, I think in Italy, are they like Catholic? I think so. So there's a lot of like Catholic churches, I think. So there's a lot of those to see. So if you're interested in those, then definitely. Personally, though, not really my cup of tea. I enjoy more travel with some task in mind, like events, or if I want to really see something like a zoo or aquarium and that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah. So for this the architecture and stuff, I'm not that big on things. And let's see, there's some more photos of that I can show. So here's like cause the old city here. It's like built like next to this huge valley, or I guess it could be a canyon. I'm not sure what the difference is. But there's like a castle, or like not really a castle, but I think it's a church. It just looks like a castle. And then there's this like valley, and everything was so pretty. It was super like we were super like far up as well. It was like scary to look down. There was like some streams going around as well, and I think on the opposite side there's some there was like some small caves where I think they lived there before, like at some time period. They had like some rooms in there. They had like a church like built into the cliffside, I guess, a little bit. I don't know how how people did that in the past. It's like baffling to me. I don't know. I went to one of those at one point, but not here. But I've been to one cliffside church thingy, and it's crazy how they can even like build stuff on the cliff sides, especially like during the late times. Like they had to use like ladders and everything. They had that determination. Yeah, they're like, this looks super cool. Let's build here, because I guess when you build stuff for the first time in an area, you kind of just have to build around the environment. You can't just be like, okay, we have a flat area of land and let's build there. That doesn't really work. Not in Minecraft. You can't just flatten a mountain during during like a very early sometime and that kind of stuff. Like yeah, they just have to build where they have the space. So sometimes it ends up being in the cliffside. So I have to mention also like this town. It's used in a lot of movies since it's one of those locations that looks like all the like I guess like if you think about like some Jerusalem or something like that, like what you would imagine it looking like. So there's a lot of Bible movies based on no like filmed in this area in general, especially in the past, like some really 80s or 90s movies, because there was less tech around as well, I think. But it's a prime location for that, and I think they also like yeah. Let me see what did they film here. I think it was yeah, they filmed the Passion of the Christ here, if you know that movie. So it really fits into the environment here. Let me see what else was here. So we can still talk about some stuff here, because I feel like I kind of underestimated on like how much this would take. But yeah, right. Also with these symbols, there was some lady in one of the huts being like, "Oh, come here. You can see what the sigils here mean." And most of them are literally just astrological symbols or symbols associated with Christianity, like crosses, and some also associated with the I forgot who the guy is, but it's like a very important figure in there. So also based on those. But then when you walked in there, you could like get the explanation for what the sigils and symbols mean on the roofs. But then the lady would just start selling you like necklaces and earrings and bracelets and a lot of like just jewelry from just like with the sigils and the symbols, and it was like, okay, I will not buy anything. I will just walk out of here. And like I've had that happen like a couple of times before. Like I was in Bulgaria at one point, and it was in one of those touristy destinations, but I don't know what it was. But it was like some spiritual site. So for like astrology and stuff, and then the dude in the shop there, it's just like asked to be what my birthday was, and he was like, "Is it your birthday today?" And I just was like, "Nope." And he was so sad. And I'm thinking, what if you just lie and say it's your birthday? Like you do improvisation, you go there, yes, and and you see what happens. Because now I just kind of shut him off. So then there was nothing else to tell about. So wonder what would have happened. Because when you go like into like these locations and stuff, usually you're not like going there in a way where everyone's gonna remember you unless you do something really really bad or really really good. But usually you're just like every other person there, so you can just kind of lie if you want to about like some really small things like that, like it's your birthday or something. Like yeah, especially if it's like at a tourist trap. Then yeah, I think it's morally right. I do not like tourist traps in general. Yeah, cause some chaos for no reason. I was also talking about that. Like it would be fun to make like because a lot of the tourist destinations like they have pictures without like any people. Well, now I have people here, but like they have pictures without any people. But then if you actually go to like different sites and everything, they're gonna be full of people. Like there's a tourist destination, of course it's gonna be full of tourist people. But what if instead of taking pictures and trying to be without tourists in the pictures, you take pictures of the tourists? So then you have like the realistic expectations of what to expect in a town or a city, and then you say which season it was, at what time, and everything like that. So you can like give a realistic picture on how it actually is, because the holiday destination photos are usually not the most realistic ones. Like for example, now we can take Kyoto for an example. It looks super nice from all the promotional pictures and everything, but then if you go there during like summer or spring, you can't like see anything. It's gonna be full of people. And what if instead of just taking a picture of like an empty street in Kyoto, you take a picture with all the tourists? So then you can be like, okay, this is what it actually is like. I think that would be like a cool idea. Because now it's a little bit like it's not really reality in terms of like, yeah, it is there. Like if you take all the other people out, yeah, it's pretty and stuff, but then sometimes the experience can be lessened with too many people. So it would be nice to have that, the other side of the vacation with the tourists and everything. Also, like I didn't get to swim, sadly. It was a bit too cold. As I said, we had like some rain on the first day we went, and then on the second one it was like pretty like cloudy, and it was still kind of cold. And then on some other days it was super windy. It would be dangerous to go in the water because if the waves are too high, it can get really dangerous really fast. Like if once when I went swimming in somewhere, the wave like actually came at me, and then I fell, and then it took me to the beach, and then I hit my head, and I'm like, oh. I was fine though, but it was an experience. So I'm like, okay, I will be more careful. So like yeah, do not do not take natural forces like slightly. You gotta be prepared and a little bit too cautious. I think it's good to be a little too cautious. Also, like I think they have sea urchins in here as well. I wanna do like one of those trips where you have the tide, and then once the tide goes down, you usually have like some crevices and stuff like visible. So then you can go see like crabs, some squid, maybe like octopuses, and some other things like that. Maybe sea urchins. No, that would be cool. Yeah, like I want to do that. I want to go. I think it has a word for specifically that, but because I like sea life. I like sea life. I think sea life is really interesting. I just don't like being in the sea myself physically. But if I'm on the land and I can go and look into like small puddles of seawater left over from a tide, then yeah, I would go do that. Also, did you know you can like actually pet sea urchins? It's only if you put pressure that you're gonna get hit by the spikes on the sea urchin. So you can like pet them if you want to. But also, I think people eat them as well. So like you crack them open. I think. I love that sea urchins will wear hats. Yeah. Is that a thing in like Stardew Valley where you can put a hat on a sea urchin? It's also a speedrun category, I think. They're so cute. I think like, sea urchins, they're like I think unconventionally cute. Like they're on the level of like when there's a kappa moe. They're kinda like that. They're like spiky balls, but they're like cute spiky balls. It's the same with crabs. I like crabs. I just need to be careful with crabs because if you pick them up, they can pinch you and that can be hurt. That can hurt. Crabs are cute too. Yeah, they are. I was trying to see so many crabs, but I didn't find. I only saw one crab. Oh, I have to tell the story about. Also, almost forgot. Also, right. I have like some music on the background as well. Ooh. I forgot that I have it on the stream as well. But yeah. Um. But yeah, the grab that reminded me of on the first day we just went to like a random town, and I looked into the water. It was like in an actual pier, like with ships and stuff. So there was a crab, and next to the crab like a 10 euro bill in the water, and I was like, I need to get that 10 euro. I need it, but it was in the water, and the crab had it. It was like next to it. We were like joking that the crab was like trying to lure us into the ocean to like so it's like it's trying to scam us. But yeah, I didn't really see that many sea things since it was so stormy and everything, so hard to see anything like that then. But man, I wish I had that 10 euro. It would have been such a good story. To just be like, yeah, and I went to get that 10 euro, but no, it was a bit not good. But yeah, I think we've talked enough, or did I still have something? Let me recheck my notes a little bit. Also, I'm liking the music in the background. It's not gonna go on the VOD, but I figured since we're just talking this time, that is good to have some background music. Ooh. The next one is a good part. We're probably gonna talk about it a while because I love talking about it. Who doesn't? And it's gonna be bonus. We're gonna have a bonus. We're gonna have animals and food section because what better in a holiday to take pictures of than the destination when you have animals all around? Which yeah, I would probably be more of an animal photographer than a scenic photographer. But yeah, here's some highlights from like my trip. We got lots of cats, very chunky cat as well. This one, the orange one, was especially chunky. I think it's because it lives in like a very touristy spot of town, so it probably gets a lot of food from everyone. Probably one of those cats that it's already gotten dinner and then it goes to someone else and be like, "Oh, I'm so hungry," and then it gets even more food. Yeah, it was like so chunky. It was a little bit overweight. I think it needs to go on a small diet, but it was so cute. It was like on a chair and it had like this sign being like, "I'm not a toy, please don't bother me." And we just took a picture, and immediately after we took the picture, the cat started like meowing like very loudly, just like meow meow meow. And the owner came to look like, why is wrong with the cat? Did we do something? And I'm like so afraid. I'm so afraid that the owner thought that we were bullying the cat or something, because he was just started like meowing like so loud and so often. It's like, but it turned out it was just angry because it was in the shadow, and on the other side of the street there was some like sunlight going in. So the cat literally just went off the chair, waited for the owner. The owner took the chair and took the chair to the sun spot, and then the cat like just meowed around, and then he went to sit on the sun. It was very bossy, and then he was happily in the sun. So he just had to get moved. And then this black cat here, it was like so cute as well. Well, for this one, we followed it. It was in the in here where we saw the black cat. So we followed it for a bit. It led us around every spot here. And then we lost it eventually. Like we were following it not too close, but like maybe like a good 3 to 5 meters away from the cat. So it gets some space. Not good to like go up to random cats and just like, because I think especially in the tourist destinations, they're probably kind of used to people, but in a way where they know where to go to hide, and they're kind of wary probably to be like, okay, there's a tourist here, let me go out, so I will not get bothered. But I think like I usually keep like a good good at least 1 or 2 meters away, unless like they actually come up to me. That's usually good because they have their own personal space. Go respect it. And also, I had to take a picture of this pigeon. Like, look at him. There was like some other pigeons here as well, but I cropped this one out because this is. If you look at it, it's just like staring into the ocean, and this looks like sand. It looks like it's on a beach, but it's on like a rock. So it's very, very thinking. It's like contemplating life here. Got that 1,000-year stare, yeah. It's like if you've seen the memes where you have the horse on the beach and it just says man. This has like the same energy, like full on the same energy. Like I cannot. In general, I think there was so many pigeons, and there was also a lot of sparrows. Those are like usually the city birds you will see. There was also some crows. Yeah, right, with the birds and stuff. They have the spikes, but then they also have like random crow statues all around the city. So then the pigeons will be more wary of sitting on someone's roof. So that's kind of ingenious, I think. But I'm not sure how well that works. I also was watching some other pigeons as well. There was a lot of like I think it's kind of the season for the birds to be mating and stuff. So they're kind of rowdy in that way. Also saw some pigeon babies like on a they were like chirping in like a hole in the wall. And there was just like three pigeons just like there trying to take care of them and everything. So I think it was like I think there was like two females and one male pigeon, and the male pigeon was a little bit rowdy there. And they were like constantly like going back and forth. And but yeah, I love like spotting animals. Like that's my favorite thing ever. Like this stuff is cool and all, like cities and stuff is cool and all, but I think animals make it for me. Definitely. There was also some lizards. I like spotting lizards. And it's just like, oh, it's so cute. Everyone is so cute. Okay, we can get the food. So pizza, pasta, and all the goods. I wanna kind of do a new poll. We did one if you've been to Italy, and it seems like most people haven't been to Italy. But we can do another one with are you a pizza gang or a pasta gang? Let me do that. So pizza or pasta? Let's see which one will win. I personally let me cast a vote for pizza, I think. But yeah, this picture here, we went to like an actual pizza restaurant. I forgot what it was called, but it was like very good. I think also compared to like if you have a pizza outside of Italy and then once you have one in Italy, I think the Italian pizzas like definitely go harder because you have all the fresh ingredients from the same place. Like I love mozzarella. I think mozzarella is the best, and that's kind of local delicacy. But not really. You can get mozzarella out of everywhere, but here it was especially good. Especially like the all the tomatoes and stuff. They were extra sweet, like very sweet. Because this one is like it had like some. It's just like some tomato paste, some mozzarella cheese, and some basil. And there was also like this. It's like from the restaurant, their like logo and everything. I tried to eat it, but I'm not sure if it was edible or not. I'm pretty sure it was just like paper or like cardboard. So maybe I ate cardboard. I don't know. Like it's technically edible, but it's not really good to eat. Like it doesn't really taste good. So maybe I ate cardboard. I don't know. But yeah, also talking about like some foods and stuff. What I ate, I also ate the lasagna. The lasagna was really good. It was very creamy. It was like at a fancy restaurant though, so it was like a really small portion. So then I had to eat something else for the same day. And it was just like, oh. But thankfully since it was a family trip, I didn't really need to like pay for my own food since, family benefits in in that sense. Like I usually don't do family trips. I usually do like solo trips or trips with like friends or some other people like that. With like maybe like 2 people, 3 people, sometimes four. That's usually the good amount of people. Because if you have too many people, it gets really overcrowded and you can't really do anything. So I don't like that. It's like I don't want to be like the people who are blocking the roads, just standing in the middle of nowhere, because that's kind of what the tourist groups do. They just like stop in the middle of nowhere. They just stop on the middle of the street, and then no one. Then you need to like go through like multiple people to just get get to get where you want to go. So not good. And then I also had some lamb, like lamb meat. It was like a soup. I'm not sure. What was it? It was not like that good, I don't think, but had to try stuff. I tried a lot of things. I also had a tiramisu. I really like tiramisu. I actually made one like a week before I went to Italy, just to like see, to have like a comparison for how it is. And I think the restaurant I got it from, it was kind of the same as what I made. So I'm not sure if I'm personally like a really good chef, or if that place is made like a very homey tiramisu. I don't know. Could be one or the other. And then aside from a tiramisu, I had a tuna steak. We cooked like a tuna steak with the fam and everything, and it was really yummy. I've never had like actual tuna steak. I've only had the ones from the can, and that's very different. I think the tuna steak itself, it tastes kind of like those grillable pork thingies. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're like these pork paste steaks. I think it kind of tasted like that. It was like super red as well. It's like a very kind of like a brownish red in a good way, not like not like a not like a very, like I guess like here, like it's kind of like the red here. Like it's very dark red. It's very yummy as well. So that was like really really good. And what else? What else did I have? Right. I also had the gabagool. Or the I'm not sure how you say it, but I think the Italian American way is gabagool. Like it's in like I think Sopranos or something. They say gabagool a lot. It's like this dish with like some meat. Like I'm not sure what meat it was. But it's like cold cut meat, and then it has some greens on it, and also like a ball of buffalo mozzarella. And you're supposed to like kind of eat it with like some bread, and that was super yummy. I need to get some more because personally that was super good. And then I also had some actual pasta and some. This is not very Italian, but I had like a meat roll. I'm not sure. And then I also tried. They had like meatballs, but made from flour. So they were like flour balls. Like I don't know. They were super super like doughy. Well, of course they're doughy because they're flour, but they were interesting. Like you got like a bowl of some pasta sauce, and then you had flour balls in there, so you had to eat them. I was like, what the hell? Never seen that. It's like when you can't afford meatballs, but you still want to eat like spaghetti with meatballs. So you have flour bowls. Gnocchi. Oh, maybe something like that. Yeah. Actually, that seems very possible. Yeah. Then also had some really good ice cream, like gelato, I guess, the Italian way. Usually there was like a lot of pistachio ice cream. I like pistachios as well a lot. But I also took like a flavor that was I think it was sponge cake. And then it had like small like red velvet cake in the mix of the ice cream, which was really yummy, I think. Like every time I go to like eat ice cream, it's always you gotta try the flavors that are a little bit out there, I think. Like I've had some lavender ice cream. I think lavender is a really good taste as well. But yeah, also speaking of like pizza and stuff, like the proper Italian pizza is always like you have like a very thin like crust on it, like on the bottom, and then you have the sides like very burned, like you need to have them like black spots and everything. But that's not really how we make pizza usually. We usually make it in a way where it doesn't, get burned because we don't really have like the proper oven. But yeah, it was so yummy. Like this is so red as well. And also, I need to. The next slide is we're gonna go through it very quickly because surprise, surprise, you're in Italy. And what are you gonna drink when you're in Italy? You're gonna drink the orange drink. So I have this slide here, being like, hold my orange drink. And I'm not sure what you can like, if you can like show like what brand it actually is. So I had to put like a bar there. But if you know, you know. Do not be like me though. Do not. It's a very yummy drink. You're supposed to like drink it before food because it helps with the digestion. And it's like a very low alcohol drink. And it's like very orangey. But yeah, do not do not go this much. It's not good. I think I had like a vacation brain. That's because, I'm on vacation. It's like, okay, I will get all the good drinks. I will go. Yeah, drink in moderation, everyone. But yeah, now we can like just chat about everything. And if you have like any questions or just anything, you can just also let me just go through go through some other things because that took a little bit less than I was expecting it to take. We can still continue the food talk. What happened to the? Oh, is the poll is still going? I'm like, oh, it's gonna be soon done. Ooh. Is it gonna be pizza or pasta? Oh, it's pizza. Hell yeah. Thankfully, we agree. So, I mean, I think with pasta, there's a lot of. It's so good, yeah. I think pizza is also so versatile. You can put everything on it. You can change it up. There's a reason why most civilizations have a form of pizza in their culture. Well, also speaking more about like pizza and stuff in South Italy, where I was specifically, there's like a pizza that is not really pizza. It's more like a sandwich pizza. So it has more of a crust. So it's very thick of a crust, and then it has more tomato and stuff, and it's more bready in that way. So we we had like some guy on the street. They were just like talking about something random. They were just like, "Welcome to Italia," and they were like, remember to eat some of our because I don't know the names. So like, remember to eat some of our pizza." And like, it's not called pizza. It's insert the name here. And I don't know. It was just some random guy on the street. I don't know. There was some really weird people. There was also like we saw like an Italian businessman. I think it was a businessman. He just had like he had like a small like a kid Spider-Man umbrella, and he was just walking around on the street. Like he had like a full on suit and everything. And just like I don't know, just a small like Spider-Man umbrella. It was funny. Also, like everyone in Italy, they dress very fancy. I think they have very cheap, good fashion. I think so. So they can afford to look very fresh. I think because even like a polo shirt and that kind of stuff is like a normal shirt price here. But if you order like a polo shirt or something here, it's gonna be like 50 for a proper one. But then in Italy, you can get them for like 20, which yeah, there's a reason why Italians dress so fancy. We also had like some encounters with like some other very Italian looking people, like because of course you're in Italy, but there was some really businessman looking guy in like a Italian car, and they had like their window open, and they were like smoking a cigarette in the car. They were like talking on the phone as well, moving their hands around. It was something. Like the stereotypes, they are stereotypes, but but they're kind of real. It's like always with like European stereotypes. It's like most of them are kind of true. Like there's a reason. There's a reason why they're stereotypes. But yeah, they also it's so funny. Like when you go on a vacation, it's like I can't take British people seriously because they have the funny accent. I can't take British accents seriously because it just sounds so funny. So we had like some guys that say that they needed to find their car in the parking lot, and we just like laughed at that because it sounded so funny just out of nowhere. But apparently, the south of Italy is very popular for British and German tourists because of course it is. Like everywhere in Europe you go, you see British tourists and you see the German tourist, and most people don't like German tourists because they go with their camper vans everywhere. They just take like the weekend off. They just take their camper van and then they block all the roads. We had like some traffic as well. And this is like, yeah, that's the German van going around, of course. And British people just sound funny and look funny usually at like a very warm destinations because they usually get really sunburned. At least that's kind of like I've seen multiple like British people, like especially if you go on the beach, you have so many like the generic British person on holiday. like the very very sunburned, slightly beer bellied guy on the beach, usually bald too. Like it's a very true sight to see on vacation. And also there was a lot of like a surprising amount of Japanese tourists in where I went here. Like I would not expect that, but I'm not sure. Do they like have some really good connections there? They might. So So I think I've talked like enough, so I might go on a small break to just like prepare something else. So I'm gonna take a small break now. So see ya in like maybe 5 minutes or something like that. Okay. I figured since we still have like some time, since I figured, we are kind of in Italy right now, or like Italy talk, so we can do some like find some stuff here that I've tried or that I wanna kind of try and rank them in here, so we can like spend a little bit more time today. Cause I I don't have anything else ready, so we can do some Italian food tier lists here right now. So we can start with the pizza, the Napoleon pizza. It goes into the best immediately. You can't go wrong. Is there any other pizza types? It's just that, or is it? Ooh, so many good things here. Eggplant lasagna. I didn't have the eggplant lasagna, but I don't see any other lasagna, so it also goes to the best. Like that's really good. Ooh, this one, the burrata. It's like a creamy stuffed mozzarella. I think I like more of a, because this is like it's very creamy. I don't think I like the creaminess of it, so I like the middle part too much. But then it's still pretty yummy with like bread, so we can put it there. Ooh, pistachio gelato. In immediately into the best tier. Pistachios in general, I think pistachios are probably one of my favorite things. It's usually mozzarella cheese, pistachio. What else was there? Something like that is usually my favorite. I also like matcha a lot. Those are probably like my favorite three things in life to eat for snacks. Oh, there's some salami. I had some salami. It was really yummy with like some, because there's like bakeries and stuff as well. You can get some really good fresh bread. So I had that with some sandwiches, and we ate them on like the near the water. So there was some. We got some crumbs into the water, and there was some small fish as well when we ate some bread. So fish got some dinner. This here. Ooh, this one bolognese sauce. The tagliatella. Hell yeah! Right. Also, what I saw in the stores and stuff, they have like pasta, but they have like pasta for 5 kilograms of pasta. So that's probably for like a whole family for a whole week. Just the amount of pasta. You don't only get those like where I am at usually. You need to usually get like max max maybe 500 grams of pasta. Crazy. Is there anything else that like very immediately pops into my mind? Ooh, there's a gnocchi. I think gnocchi is probably just okay though. Uh, it seems like a struggle meal to me in a sense, to be honest. Because if you think about it, it's like flour, so it's kind of like when you don't have meat, you want something filling, and then you just make it with some flour. What else is here? Pizza triangle. What is this? Huh? There's so many things here that I've not even like seen there, but I guess it's because Italy is really huge, and you can't really say you've gone gone to Italy with just like one place. I need to go. Like I've been to Venice once, but then I haven't really been like anywhere else there. Oh, this is the bread. It goes to good. Like this is what you like put the salami and the mozzarella on and that kind of stuff. It's really yummy. Then there's so many cheeses from like Italy. Didn't even like get to try that. But I didn't really, you know, I only had like 3 or 4 meals since we weren't there that long, so need to do more food travel in there. Where's the tiramisu? There's no tiramisu. Oh, there is a tiramisu. Let's go. It goes into the top. I need to make one probably today again or tomorrow. I am craving tiramisu. It's so yummy. So I don't usually make it into like alcohol. Like you're supposed to make it into like a coffee, like a coffee flavored alcohol. I usually just make it into coffee. Since I'm not really a fan of the when it gets too strong. Just nope. Oh, pesto. Right. Pesto is so good as well. I love pesto. I just don't really eat pesto since, it's kind of expensive in a way. So I should like have it at some point again. Haven't had it in a while. Ooh, carbonara. Ooh. I think it's amazing. It's probably not going to the best though. I don't really like the like it has some bacon bits or like the I don't think it's bacon. It's like just ham, but it's like very yummy. What else is here? It's like kind of check because they're like so tiny with the names. I even had to zoom in a little bit. Oh, here we go. This is why it was called. It was called Warakia, I think, or Warachia. Not sure how you say it, but I think that's like the pizza from the region. So it's not quite pizza, but it's like more of a bread that looks like a pizza. There's some things here that I've never seen. Ooh, lamb skewers. Probably into good. I need to get back into like grilling. It's like a grilling season during summer, so I need to do that at one point. Just invite everyone over and just grill. The meat is like so good here. Pasta with cream speck. What does that mean? When I'm looking at like all of this here right now, it just seems like there's so many. Oh, Caprese. Amazing. Instant amazing. Or maybe best. I guess best. Best actually. But there's like a lot of different foods in Italy that are like really popular. Like if you if you had to pick like one country of like what food you would only eat, it would probably be like between like Italy or maybe France. I'm not sure. I think Italy would win because they just have all of the good things. Like they kind of have like all the pastas and the pizza, of course. You can't really beat that. What else is here? Like, there's like so many like octopus and seafood things. I've never really learned to like seafood. We had like mussels at some point. This is I think mussels for me it just feels gross to eat. I don't like mussels. I don't know. I think it's just because I never ate them as a kid. So I've never gotten used to them. So it always just seems gross to eat. I don't like slurping them. What else is here? Right. Speaking of like there's the sheep and stuff, so the soup I had, it was like it had sheep in it, but the sheep had so much fat. So it was very like I don't know. I think this is the kind of what happens when you have sheep. Yeah, there's so many like pastas here. Like pasta after pasta after pasta. And all of them have like different names too. Interesting. Savory cake filled with shards. Pasta with meat. Just pasta with meat. I think that's amazing. Cottage cheese from hoaxes. What does that mean? Right. Also, like whenever you go order like from an Italian restaurant, the cheese names always get me really confused. because there's so many different cheese that have just the Italian name, and then I cannot tell what cheese it is. But I think it's usually based on like where it's from. So for Parmesan cheese, for example, I think it's from the region of Parmesan or something like that. So it's like usually named after the place it's made in, and that's why you can't really. It's a kind of protected, I think, for like Parmesan specifically. So you can't get like proper Parmesan unless it's made in a certain place in a certain way. What donuts made with potato and flour? Just kind of putting some of them like down because I don't know what all of these are. Wait, there's like so many cheese. And there's one cheese here, there's another cheese here, there's another cheese here. It's like cheese all over. Is cheese actually from like does it originate from Italy? I don't know. Cured and smoked pork. I think that would be good. Like actually good. Probably good on like sandwiches or that kind of stuff. So like cold cuts are interesting. I think some of them work really well. Some of them not that much. Especially with fish, raw fish is usually not good. But then with like some like I guess it's like I guess cold cut like pork and beef is usually pretty good. Do you think they have like sushi with like with like beef? Maybe in like somewhere like America or something. I don't know. Seems interesting. There's so many like I think with desserts, I don't think Italy has so many like desserts except like the tiramisu and maybe the panna cotta. Talking about I think panna cotta is just okay as well. But they don't really have desserts as much like compared to like France. I think France is more of like a pastry and patissier kind of place. Kind of you can kind of tell like what place is what kind of food based on what words are in English loaned from that specific language. Like like with like French pastries and stuff, they're usually like parfaits and stuff. I think that's like a French origin word. I think so. You can like tell that they make a lot of sweets based on the loan words from there. But then in Italy, you have lots of loan words for like cheese, of course, like the pizzas and stuff as well, and like pastas and that kind of stuff. Like you can immediately tell. Well, it's not really. I don't think it's very much of a sweet city or like not country. I mean, cheese with mold. Actually, I never got cheese with mold. Why would he eat mold? I think you. I don't get moldy cheese. It's such a delicacy for some, but no. Also, I can start putting stuff into never tried. I didn't even see that. Octopus sandwich, I think I don't really like octopus. Nope. I think it's like literally like bread with like some octopus like tentacles in the middle. I'm not sure. I think this is just maybe good. I think I've tried this cheese specifically. This is like aged hard cheese. So I don't know. But there's so many cheese like this one. I think this one Sicilian cheese. Interesting. But I think these are literally like the regional cheese. It literally says the Grana cheese from Brescia city. So they're probably all from like the cities they're from. But yeah, look at this cheese, 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 cheese. What? Zucchini flour? What? What is that? Yeah, so many cheeses. Yeah. I think every region almost has its own cheese in Italy. I have no idea. My stomach would not be able to handle it. Oh, are you lactose intolerant? I'm assuming. Because yeah, I can get that. Where like most of this tier list is cheese. What the hell? More cheese. Let me just find all the cheeses so we get them out of the way. So let's see. Pasta with tomato, fried eggplant, and cheese. What the? What? Gelato and brioche. Oh, interesting. That seems like just. Oh, I think it might be okay. I'm assuming it's just like ice cream between like two like sugary buns. Lasagna with spinach pasta sheets. Oh, I love spinach. I think spinach is pretty alright. Not the spinach soup. I don't think that is good though. But I think this would go nice because it's like some like spinach pasta seeds. It's like kind of. Alright, maybe the eggplant one. I'm not sure. I need to find the one with the actual because the one I had was like bolognese lasagna and not the vegetarian one. 'Cause there's like two different versions. Savory flattened cake with chickpeas. Interesting. I feel like I need to go to Italy again just to go to a different region, just to go and eat some different foods. Another cheese, Roman cheese, another cheese. Okay, have you gone through all of the cheeses? Because I there's so many. T-bone steak. Oh, I love steak. I think like you always gotta get the medium rare with like steak or medium. Depends where you go. Prosciutto ham. I think. Oh, that's kind of just okay. I think. But like, I think with like Italian foods, they have this thing where they kind of refuse to. Well, they don't really like translate them into anything. They just call them based on like where they came from. So then you just have like prosciutto as like the ham. And you can just say prosciutto and people get what you mean. Like it's not translated into like the cheese of or like no like ham of prosciutto or something. It's just like prosciutto. Oh, pasta with beef and onion sauce. Amazing. Amazing. What is like chards? I don't know what that means. Filled holeless donuts. Kind of funny name for them. There's this called a bomboloni. And then the English word is just like filled holeless donuts. That's like a very, very long word for such a simple thing. Olives, right? There was a lot of olive trees where I went. But I personally don't like olives, but I like olive oil. Olive oil is good, but then the normal olives not so much. I don't know. Not good. Mushrooms, no. I don't like mushrooms. Fried bread pizza. Oh, that seems interesting. I've not tried that though. Like, is that just like yeah, it's just a pizza dough with like made into bread, I think, and then like fried. Don't know what that is either. Like just looking at this list, there's so many different dishes that I've not even tried yet. Pasta with garlic oil and hot peppers. That could be alright, I think. European lobster, no. I don't like eating seafood. seafood. Not that much, at least. For me, I think tuna and salmon are kind of the only seafood I actually enjoy eating. The rest, not so much. Especially like crustaceans. I don't like crabs. I don't like lobsters. I don't like clams. I don't like oysters. That sort of stuff. Cured lean beef. Ooh, I think that's good. That's good. Richer bread ball on top of cheese sauce. Interesting. Just like putting most of these, just like kind of learning what there is right now more than actually ranking because there's so many things that I've not tried. Oh, it's just like chocolate made with cocoa and hazelnuts. I think that would be good. Actually, very good, probably. Mixed fried fish. S- seafood. Seafood what? Linguine. Oh, that's probably good. Pasta. It's kind of funny with like pastas. There's so many different variations and names of pasta, but then with pizza, it's mainly just like pizza, and then just like specifically what kind of like fillings you have on it. Donuts made with potato and flour. They do that? Oh, this looks very yummy. Pasta with cheese and pepper. I think it would go on amazing. I would want to try that. Mozzarella filled with creamy stringy cheese. No idea. It's going with the other cheese. It's probably like there's probably like 11 cheeses right now. Cured pork meat. I don't think I tried that. Another cheese. It's all cheese. Always has been. Pasta filled with potato, mint, and cheese. Put like mint in like potato, like pasta. What? That's interesting. Look at this one. It's just like unleavened flatbread stuffed with anything. I feel like that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ooh, sirloin steak. Let's go. Amazing. I love steak. If I was like rich and stuff, I'd probably eat steak like almost every day. Probably not good for the environment, but it would be good for my tummy. I am definitely a foodie. Cake filled with whipped cream. This seems alright. We're slowly getting through this. Stuffed fried pizza. It's like pizza pockets. I think I would like that. They do like do different things with like pizza. Beef stew with onion, paprika, wine, and tomato. Ooh, amazing. There's also so many curated porks and beefs as well. Pastries filled with cottage cheese. I don't think I would like that. I don't like cottage cheese like in pastries, no. Pizza triangle filled with stuff. I mean, probably very good. Also, I feel like on this stream I probably butchered like so many Italian words. So if any Italians are watching, I'm so sorry. The gabagool. Where's my gabagool? I think it's supposed to like pronounce like capacola. I'm not sure though. I might have like even butchered that as well, but yeah. Mountain goat meat. Cured. Looks like rocks. This is like difference. There's like prosciutto, and then there's prosciutto from Tuscany. What is the difference? Is this that from different region? I guess. Pasta filled with spinach and cottage cheese. Interesting. Ooh, there's a cake. I think that would be good. Like Capri's cake made with cocoa almonds and etc. Ooh. Ooh, pasta with fresh white truffle. I think it's funny if you think about it. Like truffle is a mushroom. It's a mushroom, but then I don't like mushrooms. But then truffle is a mushroom, but I like truffles. It's interesting. Like, what do they do? What do they do with that to make me like mushrooms? Pasta with clams. Ew, no clams. Pasta with duck. Seems interesting. I've only had duck like 2 times. What? Pico pico pasta with sauce for cooking pilchards. What? Oh, this one is it's just like a pizza but like different. It's going into good. Oh, that's another prosciutto. There's like 3 different prosciuttos here now. Like how different can you get from regions? Breaded tater tots with mozzarella and stuff. Some of these descriptions are kind of interesting. I think I would like these. I've never had like tater tots, or maybe I've had, but then I don't really. Maybe they're called differently. I think that doesn't look good. This just looks bad. I don't know. Deep fried dough ball filled with cream, etc. Huh. Interesting like selection of things actually. And I'm not sure who made this list, but they've been writing funny stuff like filled with cream, etc. and then filled with stuff. I thought this was another prosciutto, but it's not. Is that a strudel? Oh, it's a strudel. No, I don't like warm apple. That's not good. Gelato with cafe espresso, optional with alcohol. Oh, that seems good. I love when they have like a gelato. And espresso coffee is pretty alright. I just think coffee like it makes my tummy upset, so I don't really drink coffee that often. Fresh pasta with hair. I did not know they had like rabbits. Does Italy have rabbits? I don't think they're known for having rabbits, but I guess they might. Buckwheat flour. Oh, that's like a different. It's an interesting wheat. I've never seen it anywhere. Pasta with tomatoes and hot peppers. Good. I'm gonna put it there. Pasta with sausage and tomato sauce. Interesting. Real shank cooked served with risotto. Good. Okay, we're kind of done soon. A little bit of a shorter stream, I guess, today. But that's good for the starters, I think. Let's just get through these real fast. There's some, I don't know what that is. Create a pork cheek. Might be okay. Goes with the mozzarella, not the mozzarella, with the prosciutto hams. I don't know what that is. Oh, more pasta. Let's go. This one goes good. Pasta with tomato, pork cheek, and cheese. Soft and cured pork meat with hot peppers. They sure love their like cured meats as well. Semi-whipped cream. Italian meringue. Oh. Another interesting dessert. You don't really see that many meringue desserts like out there. So I guess meringue is just like sugar in a different form. Oh, a sandwich. I think that's gonna go there good. I love the sandwiches. Savory crepes with stringy cheese and ham. Ooh. Breaded risotto. I think that might be alright. Buckwheat pasta with potato cheese and cabbage. I don't know. I think that sounds kind of bad. Like cabbage is really not that good warm. I don't think. Not one of my favorites. Nope. Do not like it. Another breaded risotto. And then floured veal. Long deep fried in butter. Ooh, sounds good. Okay, so let's go like real quickly like what the best at least. There's of course the pizza. You gotta have the pizza. And then the pistachio gelato, of course. And then the basic bolognese. And then the tiramisu. And then we have the tomato, mozzarella, and basil. That's the good combo. And then we have Italian T-bone steak there. Yummy. So it's like never tried. It's like cheese, 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 cheese. So many cheese. But then in the amazing we got like some salami, some pesto pasta, some carbonara, and some it's a boar meat. I don't know if I like boar actually, let's put it to good. Beef and onion sauce, yes, and then the lasagna. They didn't have the basic lasagna here. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't have the normal lasagna here, but I guess it's like bolognese. Then the beef and onion sauce, and the cheese and pepper, and the sirloin steak, and then the beef stew and everything. But yeah, I feel like doing this tier list, I learned more about just there's so many cheeses in Italy. So many cheeses from different regions. They have so many like regional different variations on every food, like with the pastas and everything. Especially with the prosciutto here. There's like 3 different or like 4 different prosciutto from like different regions. That's crazy. But yeah, cheese with mold. Nope. 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 But I think that's it for today. I think we're gonna make it like an actual shorter stream since I just want to kind of catch up a little bit, see what I've been doing, do this tiny vacation showcase, and then like spend some time doing this since I didn't I had to just make up something something to do for like a little bit, so we can be here for a little bit. But yeah, thank you for everyone who joined me today. We had a fun review of the last week and the trip and everything. And thank you for being here, Rosa, as well. And everyone who was just lurking, everyone who even like popped into the chat, that's always nice. And everyone just, thank you for being here after like a week-long break. Hopefully we don't have any more longer breaks, at least in a way where, I could like, because this this time was more like I had like actual vacation. It was not anything anything too pressing. It was just like, yeah, I just didn't have time to stream. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I kind of do want to keep up with having time to do this stuff because it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, we're gonna continue with games tomorrow. We're gonna continue with the Final Fantasy VII. That's gonna be fun, I think. But yeah, thanks again, everyone who joined, everyone who chatted, everyone who was lurking, and we'll see you later.